Good morning! How is everybody today? You look comfy. No hurricane rain yet. So how's that first day of virtual school going?
It's going okay, besides waking up at 7.
Yeah. Thankfully I didn't wake up at 7. I did hear the cats were a little unhappy back there, but that was an hour. That was at 8. So it's going all right?
Yeah, it's going all right so far.
Yeah, so the way I understand it is on Google Meet at the start of each class, and then the teacher will use some part of the 90-minute time to teach, and then maybe assign some independent work. So
yeah, that's how it's going so far. Although it's gonna be for at least one of my teachers, gonna be pretty interchangeable, but so far so good. Oh, in case you're wondering, I am gonna have homework, even though most of this is already homework.
Right.
That's the first question I asked him. Is he getting any homework?
Well, you're so organized, I'm counting on you not getting overburdened with it. I think you'll use your time wisely, and you won't be working into the midnight oil, you know, to finish it up.
Let's hope.
Happy first day of school. It's coming for the rest of you. I know we're early, but it's coming. I'm hearing some thunder off in the distance, although they said the stuff this morning was not related to Isai.
Right, so we're supposed to get here like tonight?
Tonight. Rain tonight.
Yeah, I might go to the landfill this afternoon.
Well, I want to go get my blood work done. We could go to the Holly Springs landfill and the Holly Springs Duke Place if we wanted to combine the trips.
Yeah, we could probably do that.
Although that would mean no Model Y drive.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. The mailman has already brought kitty food this morning. Hi, Gray. Hi, sweet thing. Yeah, well, since the mail guy already brought up the package, I wasn't really expecting anything else down there.
I checked the box and it was empty.
Okay. So Don and I are headed up to Holly Springs to get my blood work done, and Don decided it was in our best interest to hit the landfill with the GMC, take to GMC, because they're only about a mile or two apart.
Yeah, they're very close. In fact, we'll go to the landfill because those are super intersections along that 4-lane highway, and you can only make right turns. So we can turn into the landfill, and then when we come out of the landfill, it'll be a right turn into the Duke Clinic, I guess, whatever that's called, and then it'll be a right turn on the way home. So we're gonna go all the way, end up having to make only one left turn instead of 3.
We were watching our local news, WRAL, at lunchtime right before we left for an update on Isai, you know, and it looks like 2 or 3 a.m. would be the windiest, worst part of the storm for us. I am not happy to hear about it coming through in the middle of the night when you can't see what's going on out there. But it is what it is. So there is rain on the way in. If we get back and it seems safe to do so, I'm gonna take one of the Teslas out. I've been wanting to try Summon with Jules over at South Park. I know you guys are interested in Summon out of the garage, but I'd like to try it first in a parking lot and gain some comfort level with using the phone app with that particular car. I have done it many times with Ruby, but have not tried it with Jules yet. So I think first go around should be a uncrowded parking lot. So if the rain doesn't prohibit that, that's my plan for this afternoon. Well, the sky is uneventful today. I'm missing my blue sky, big white puffy clouds and all that good stuff. It's just sort of a gray blob today, and that was one of those super intersections Don was talking about. You can't make a left turn. You got to go down and make a U-turn and come back. That's the way that works over here on Highway 55. It's busy here today. I don't think there are any open slots. Again, we're at the Holly Springs, Maine, Wake County landfill, not the little container site over by the farmer, Mr. Ball, where we get the eggs. We go back and forth. This site will accept batteries and fluorescent tubes, and we have those things. So, you know, we end up coming over here several times a year versus the container site, but it's busy. This guy over here is waiting, and there just aren't any open stalls. Don's moving to get closer for the cardboard, although he says we are not breaking a cardboard record this time. Yep, the wonderful efficiency of this landfill, not. Don says he thinks they did 0 to try to design it so that people could move through it. They got plenty of land out here, so making people back into a tightly confined parking space is totally not necessary.
Yep.
They could have easily made it all pull through.
Yep.
And they chose not to do that. So this is what the people of Wake County get.
Yeah, well, this is all those engineering graduates from someplace nearby, I guess, did this.
So you can wave in front of this door. You don't have to touch it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so I went into that Duke Holly Springs facility, and even though I have lab work orders on Duke stationery from a Duke doctor, the Duke lab would not do the blood work because it's not in the computer, and they have no provision for getting it in the computer other than to call and leave a message on the nurse hotline for them to call back sometime to maybe go enter the stuff in the computer. So we're headed to LabCorp to see if I have any better luck over there, or we're gonna have to get it done another day, which I've been postponing it, so that's not putting me in a good mood. So I was able to get the blood drawn at LabCorp. They worked with me. I was supposed to come earlier in the day, but nobody told me that. My orders were supposed to have a procedure test number on them, and she had to look them up because they didn't. And yeah, I'm glad I don't have to try to get up the gumption to come another day. Let's just leave it at that, and fingers crossed that everything comes back good like it's been coming back good for the last, I guess, 9 years. Well, you didn't tell me we were going to a gas station for actual gas today.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think.
When the last time was, it's been quite some time.
The COVID thing we talked to, I put all 4 cars.
Like in March.
Like in March.
Yeah.
That's right. I think this tank of gas is for March.
So with the 3-cent discount, it'll be $166.9.
Yeah.
And we're under a quarter tank, and there's a storm, so
there's no not buying
it's a
gas.
it's low.
Yeah, there's no not buying.
Yep. Don secured the trash cans so they don't blow, because of course they're empty.
Yeah.
And I laid down my chairs and put my glass glazing globes in the van because they could get hit by not much and break. We didn't do hardly anything. I turned off my 2 fountains. But just a couple things. Don assures me that the more little things we do to have to undo, that the less chance we have any problems.
That's right.
And I like that thinking, so.
That's right, so.
You know, if we were really worried about wind, we would be doing a lot more. We have prepared for Category 3 storms before to come, you know, seriously close to us. This is like a summer thunderstorm that's pretty intense,
Yeah,
with warning, with warning.
Yeah, they usually almost always exaggerate. They said that we could get up to 65 mile an hour winds in this general neck of the woods. I don't see that, but you know, I'm not an expert, and
Right.
I think we've got enough of the really light stuff that can catch the wind. I mean, my bench, I'm not worried about the bench. That thing weighs so damn much.
Right. It might move an inch and that'd be it.
Yeah, it wouldn't go very far.
So we're gonna take Jules for a short ride. We have a little break in the rain. I want Pineapple to make a storm pina colada.
Oh, what was the FedEx back?
It was your Tesla cable came.
So where are they?
On your placemat,
yeah,
where I always leave your mail.
Okay, I'll be right
Don's cable came from the Tesla shop. The FedEx guy came while we were gone. Johnny got the package, so he's installing his Android specific charging cable up here.
Well, I'm actually going to install both. I'm going to install.
Okay. Yeah, you had questions about whether the Apple one was really the official cable or not, and since it came as part of the package deal for the same money as just the one would have come.
Well, I would say the one I had was just a scoot shorter.
Okay, which is a big difference when you're going to get it in up there.
This is the official.
Okay, well, it
Tesla
does. Sticking
cable.
up farther is better.
Yeah, this is the official Tesla cable.
Stop number 1, Dollar General for Pineapple. I didn't want to go all the way into Fuquay. Not that it's that far, but I still didn't see the need. Did she let you know you went just a little past the stop sign? Don was just pulled out where he was supposed to be able to see clearly.
Yeah, just a little too far.
All right, we're over here at South Park. The radar thing says we have 20 minutes before moderate rain. We're going to try to get in a quick summon test. I think the nice lady over there is taking a picture of the Model Y. Wave. So the first thing I wanted to do was just see if I can summon us forward while we're still in the car. I know one time we summoned Ruby forward while I was in the passenger seat. So I had Dawn back in for this first test. I'm not trying to be super complicated. So, I'm screen recording, so I don't care about showing you the phone. And I'm coming up to summon. Says it's connecting to my vehicle. Says start summon is up, and I'm just going to, I'm looking and I'm waiting for this child to pass on his bicycle. The helmet would be more effective if the strap were actually tied. And I'm gonna hit forward. And she's moving. And I took my finger off and she stopped. So no problem with summoning your own car when you're in the car. Okay, so now I'm gonna hit Smart Summon, which is the roof. I swear this looks different for Ruby. Press and hold a direction button to start Smart Summon. Go to target. Warning, I'm the target.
It's laid up. She's doing something. She's turned off.
It works different than Ruby. Go to target. Press and hold. Preparing to summon. Okay, so I have pressed the hold right now.
The wheels. There's nobody in the parking lot. We have
the whole thing to ourselves.
And she doesn't run into that road equipment.
She's not going to run into the road equipment. I have confidence that she can handle this maneuver.
Well, I tell you, as fast as she did that, if it was raining, I'd be doing that. Yep,
seriously, right?
Serious.
I like where she stopped better too. Notice she didn't try to turn toward us or I didn't stop. It stopped on its own. That was a lot different than Ruby was doing the last time we did this with Ruby. I'm impressed.
And she made that hard turn, that hard right turn, and to come out of that parking place.
Yeah, she didn't do that funky turn thing at the end.
Back up and...
All right, let's try one more test. I'm comfortable leaving her there while we walk farther away again because there's nobody here but us. There's literally nobody here.
I guess we go down there by that stop sign.
Okay, I was going to go to the end of this row, but over by the stop sign might be too far, but we'll see. Yeah, the controls a little bit than the last time I tried to do Ruby.
Yeah, okay, I think probably,
yeah, I'm just going to go to the end of this row versus the stop sign because, you know, you can get too far away to do it. I'll start it back up in a minute. We have one pedestrian now, but...
go for it.
Well, I'm trying to see where she thinks the target is. Let me go back out again. Hang on. So summon, Smart Summon, go to target. I found I needed to leave that screen to acquire the new target. That was unexpected.
She's thinking.
Wow, and she's booking. Flying. Goodness gracious. Wow, look at that turn. I suppose I should have zoomed in. Sorry, I didn't zoom in. I should have zoomed in. So now she's doing that little bit more of a, she's coming to me, but there's, you know, there's nothing over here.
Yeah, there's no lines. I think what happened was...
Before she actually honored the line.
She knew about lines, but see, those were lines she was familiar with.
She doesn't want to come farther, probably the stuff in front. Well, that works for me. I'll consider that a win too. All right. Well, I would consider that positive. Positive test, Donnie.
Yeah, and we didn't even get soaked.
Nope, and we're going to scoot to the house now before we do, though, because as you can see, it's basically right there. It's chuck roast night. I'm getting ready to put the lid on and cook it for about an hour in the Instant Pot. I sauteed it really good because we really appreciate a tasty gravy. And you got to get those meaty bits just right in order for the gravy to taste good. Here's Panther. And here's Tux. Now Panther has no problem with Tux, but Tux has a problem with Panther. But since it's pretty nasty out there tonight, I'm going to leave them be as long as I don't hear any loud complaining from one or the other of them. They're not talking to each other. Right now it's pretty calm, but we've already had one pretty significant band of rain come through. And of course, unfortunately, the worst part's going to be overnight. Now, I don't feel it's bad enough I need to do anything to curtail the cat's movement, so I'm going to trust they're going to stay on the front porch or go in the garage. But I'll be up. The worst part's supposed to be at 2 or 3 a.m. I'm just going to be up checking on everybody. And if I need to do something, then I will. Well, we treat ourselves to a thing of crescent rolls about once every 3 months, and today's the day. Unfortunately, carb addiction is real.
Yeah. All right, I wouldn't just do this just for anything, but my sweetie, she wants me to check the range gauge at midnight. See how much rain we got and wants me to dump it. Alright, so we are approaching 2 inches. I'm going to call that 1 3/4, so I'm dumping it. And it is exactly midnight. Alright, here we go.